this is Comic Uno, and today I am doing a review for The Legend of Korra, Book 3, Episode 11. So only 2 more episodes left of the season, which saddens me because you never know when Book 4 is going to come because Legend of Korra is known for its hiatuses. But let's get started. What happened in this episode? We get to see Team Avatar come together and try to defeat the Red Lotus, and Korra has to make a decision. Will she bring herself in to save the airbenders, the new airbenders, and the whole airbender tribe, or will she have to defeat the Red Lotuses, and will she even be able to do that? So the Red Lotus team ends up going to the air temple and trying to defeat Aang's children. And that's pretty much what happens here. And I have to say, if you're an Avatar fan, you're going to love this episode because you get a lot of Zuko. I remember in the beginning of the episode, I was just saying to myself, why does Zuko not really do anything? It's kind of more of that hype thing. It's like Zuko's there, but he wasn't really doing much or referencing anything. And finally, they do reference a lot of Avatar stuff. We get to see Iroh in the same episode as old Zuko, which was a lot of fun to see. So I like that idea. And I love what Iroh had to say about Zuko. It's like, you know, Aang and Zuko had a falling out, but they were best of friends. So I love that scene. And it's really cool that they are able to utilize Zuko and just tie in a lot of different Avatar stuff with this episode. So yeah, if you're expecting a lot of Korra, it's not really that much Korra. It really is a lot of referencing of Avatar and Red Lotus having this epic fight at the air temple, fighting all of Aang's children, some of the airbenders, and one thing I think from last episode, we got to see the death of the Queen. So I think that's really just proving what Legend of Korra can do, especially now that it's on the internet, not on Nickelodeon's television network. They're more on the internet. They could do what they want, even though I'm pretty sure they planned all this anyways. So, but it proves that they can kill people off, and maybe that's a foreshadowing of them killing off a main character in this book. And I feel like that's the vibe I got with this episode, because Tenzin was getting beat up, and he said, I am not backing down until my last breath. And if Tenzin dies, Jinora could be the master. That's another foreshadowing. I just thought about that. Jinora could be, I mean, she would have to be like the new master of the airbenders. So that's something that could happen. I don't know. I worry about Tenzin, honestly. And I thought Kai was going to die this episode, but he ended up surviving by the end. But I just do not know. It makes me question who is going to survive. And can they do that on Legend of Korra? And I think with last episode they can. They keep kind of foreshadowing it. So I think by the end of Book 3 we will have a big death. That's just my guess. But yeah, again, I really like the references. I thought the action was great. The Red Lotus team is pretty badass, and we get to see that a lot with this episode. So my favorite parts had to be the Zuko thing. I mean, I loved it, and I love hearing Iroh's his little speech. I love his character. He's so humble. So seeing Iroh again was great. Again, also want to reference 2 other things. When Bolin met Zuko, he's like, oh my god, Zuko. So I thought that was really cool. And when the grandma of Bolin and Mako says, so Mako, why don't you have any love interests? Here are these 2 great girls, Asami and Korra. And Asami and Korra just look at each other. So I thought that was the writers kind of poking fun at themselves with the whole relationship story arc that didn't quite work. So I did like that. I like that they referenced it, but not making it too humongous like they usually do with the plot. So I did like that scene. And I thought this episode was definitely a really solid episode. So definitely watch it. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below, what you thought. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Art Situations. And don't forget to like my Facebook page. And I'll see you guys later. And of course, next week, next Friday, I'll also have another Legend of Korra review. Bye, guys.